Uyabona le mudi ubheka icela sakuyo njengamanje. Ifuna umuntu fast quick engakaphumi kuye ubhecele ozombuza ukuthi uphi nathi imithetho. Yazi ngasitshela ubhecele. Ubhecele buku ngendlela usasemudini manje yokukhula umbhecele. Ifuna umuntu ozombuza lento man. Futhi ambuze nganakeki. Uthi ucashe phi nathi? As ubhecele ngasitshela ubhecele ngoba ihlangana ngaphela into kanathi bafethu. Ubhecele tshelo yena into angasitshela sihambe siyomlanda unathi la khona. Buka ubhecele angazi singathola bani uzombuza ubhecele uthi uphi futhi ungambuza ngathi how by the way uphi nathi angavela kakhulu umbhecele.
Hi guys, I'm watching the ad hoc committee, or I'm listening to it, sorry, I'm not watching, and Bheki Cele confirms or he shares his opinion ukuthi uSenzo Minister Senzo Mchunu, did he have a right to disband the political task team? So he shares his opinion ukuthi he has no right, and he also speaks exactly what UCIC said ukuthi the PKTT, the political task killing team, it does not only consist of police ministry. There are other departments that are involved. So I want to play it for you guys, for those that are not watching or listening. I'm also listening while I'm on the road, and I'm so happy he clarifies. So I don't know what's going to happen to Mchunu Ngoku when when the previous minister is saying, well, I also don't agree with him. Listen to this.
PKTT was established by the IMC under the leadership of the president, and therefore only the IMC could disestablish it. I have heard in these proceedings the submission that no IMC had been established under the 7th administration. I submit that this argument is incorrect. The IMC consists of ministries that form the multidisciplinary team, not the political incumbents, the ministers, who may change with each administration. The IMC, therefore, continued to exist even under the 7th administration. The Minister of Police, therefore, had to consult with the IMC that had established the PKTT before deciding to disband it. Any disestablishment of PKTT would also have to be done in consultation with the departments that form part of the steering committee of the IMC that had oversight over the PKTT. I can add to say there is also a JCPS cluster. If maybe it's not very clear with the existence, JCPS cluster, which Minister of Justice and Minister of Police are co-chairs. It could have been discussed there. Maybe if really it doesn't, it could have been, the clearance could have been sought from the president that there is this, what do I do, does it exist or not? But you cannot just one swallow that makes summer here. Which is a minister of police that does not take on board the rest of everybody that is there to talk about this thing. I'm not going to make a conclusion whether it's illegal. I'm not a lawyer, but procedurally, I do not agree with it. The way that it has come through, it should have reversed the same way back. That will be my argument.
We're going to go now to the Minister's Directive of 31 December. But just to round off on whether or not the PKTT is still in existence, you recall having I'm not sure whether you call it a discussion or just out of interest, that you spoke recently with the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, and on her, as it were, job description, the PKTT was still one of the functions allocated to her as Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development.
Well, as your minister you join, I think your officials will take you through. And it starts with maybe the handover from your predecessor. The time is short. It took me 2 hours with my successor, so there is a lot of things. But then you go to the officials of the department, and then they'll tell you the duties. Hearing from Minister Kubai, it still does come through as one of her jobs to be part of the IMC on this one. That would be my latest information.
Put your hand up if you are surprised by how Bheki Cele is just willingly just giving us files. Like, what? One of the things that he also told us about is the fact that he was also subject to this phone grabber, right? Whereby now his conversations on the phone were tapped for like a good few months, right? Now the thing is, General Mkhwanazi also brought up the same thing, right? And going into research, Daily Maverick wrote a whole article about it in 2016, and it was, I read this article for a good 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, captivating. Simply, the device works as a cell phone tapper, tracker, and a locator. It does this by masquerading as a cell phone tower and forcing nearby handsets, your phone of course, to connect to it. Now this is the usual situation, right? There'll be a vehicle, and then whatever that location is, of course it's a location of interest, then this machinery over here called an IMSI interceptor. And then when you make a call and this device is nearby, okay, there's a whole list of things that they can do, right? The first one is GSM call routing, right? Basically, the unit allows the user to route a target's phone call through the device and into the real GSM network. It's crazy. Okay, here's a visual representation, right? So usually this grabber will act like the cell phone tower, right? And then grab all the information, whether it's SMS, call, and so on. But it can also act as an invisible middleman, right? Whereby now it grabs your information but still sends the signal to the cell phone tower, the actual GSM. This tool can also be used for cloning your device, right? The device allows the user to clone a target's phone and receive calls and text messages that will appear as if they are coming from the target's number. Okay, I mentioned the SMS grabbing, but now this is very important. The device allows the user to simulate a cell network, forcing phones over a large area, basically a large radius, to connect to the device. Up to how many devices? 10,000 devices. Once connected, the device is able to capture all text messages sent over the period. It's crazy. This device can also initiate what you call a silent call, right? Basically, it initiates a call to the target's phone, turning the phone's transmitter into a location tracking beacon. Basically, it doesn't matter where you are. If the device is near you, and if that silent call is initiated, your phone is basically a location tracking beacon. But then they concluded this well-compiled report with this: all not lost. However, there are some steps that can be taken to prevent the government or anyone else from snooping on you. Wow. So they listed these platforms over here to help you, right? Android IMSI Catcher Detector or Snoop Snitch. Yeah. If you think that you are in danger, if you are planning anything that, is worth knowing, then yeah, man, I guess these are the platforms.
So guys, UNONO is the first ANC member to make General Mkhwanazi to withdraw an allegation immediately. I mean immediately. The old immediately, not the new immediately. Le yabo General Sibiya no Mchunu. Angisho na understand angisho. So guys, welcome. Today General Bheki Cele, he was giving his testimony lapha uKaThoko community. So General Mkhwanazi had to withdraw his allegation based ukuthi General Bheki Cele bekathola imali kuKhet Matlala. So here's a summary of what happened today, because I will do a video tomorrow whereby I will incorporate all the questions that are done by ama MPs lapha eParliament. So most importantly, what I like about uBheki Cele is the first South African citizen to blue tick the whole country, including unkosikazi wakhe, because he said ukuthi he does have WhatsApp, but he does not respond to anyone on WhatsApp. And then futhi, he also said ukuthi Mkhwanazi, whatever like he was implicating or the allegation that he made, Mkhwanazi, he was correct. And the other thing that he also said, uBheki Cele ukuthi MKP is funded by Izamazama Kingpin. Did you know that? So nevertheless, sit down, let me break down with what happened today. Here's the other thing that we also seen, ukuthi uNunu, like him explaining lapha ku-ATO committee, it has proven to us ukuthi kuhle Umchunu, he's the most useless police minister. The person that actually ngabe uyi-police minister, Windows. Because like also the other thing that we can also see ukuthi like there's some sort of beef between Undosi nomchunu, because the way kungakhona, can you imagine, because ununu uthi handover yabo between uMacingwane naye, it took about 2 hours. Like how can you give somebody a handover 2 hours in Parliament? And the confidence yaKaBheki Cele when he was giving his testimony lapha eParliament, like beka so relaxed, it was like somebody olapha echisanyama, like that is spilling the beans to his friends. But nevertheless, so here's what happened. So uthi some of the dangerous crimes ezenzeka in the communities or ezenzeka lapha ngaphandle, they are orchestrated from phakathi emajele. And futhi uGeneral Sibiya didn't want to update uCele regarding ukubulawa kwaka AKA. And futhi uNdosi uthi umchunu cannot establish, like umchunu akakwazi ukuhlakaza the PKTT or mhlambe establish the PKTT, because of that thing it can be done through via the National Commissioner. And futhi doesn't even understand why do we add that N in the PKTT, National Political Killing Task Team, because of that thing it's a PKTT. And then the other thing ukuthi only if ever it happens ukuthi umchunu wanted uCele to be arrested and as well, because of like the way izinto bekazenza ngakhona umchunu bekuveza ukuthi like une beef with uCele. And then futhi there was a WhatsApp group that was created, or uNunu azithole angaphakathi kwayo, of which i-admin yakhona nguPatricia Mashele. Niyayikhumbula i-whistleblower leya lapha eFree State. So one of my close sources uthi lapha ku-WhatsApp group baphuma one by one after being mentioned lapha ku-ATO committee. And as well as Mkhwanazi, njengoba ngishilo in the beginning ukuthi withdraw his allegations regarding ukuthi uCele bekathola imali from kuKhet Matlala. And then the other thing is that ukuthi uCele uthi there's a guy by the name of uBibi lapha eThembisa. So uBibi unat 43 heist, but into emcaka ukuthi uBibi ukhona umanager ukuthola ibail, aphume ayokwenza enye heist, aphume ayokwenza enye heist. So in short, uNdosi uthi i-bail in South Africa is a scam. Like this thing of bail, like ayisebenzi in South Africa. So futhi wachaza ukuthi like yena relationship yakhe between yena noKhet Matlala iyenzeke kanjani. So here's like what happened. So uthi there was a guy by Umabonga. He's a guy in KZN. Unfortunately, he was unalived. Umabonga nguye owahlanganisa a meeting between Cele noKhet Matlala. And then the meeting happened will be at Beverly Hills lapha eThekwini. And futhi uyasho ukuthi Beverly Hills is a top high-end hotel. And then uthi futhi uyagcizelela ukuthi uKhet no Brown Mokgotsi nomchunu, they met, and then uKhet Matlala uthi there was a money that was deposited into that 360 million project, whereby ngathi bebafuna ukwenza umchunu i-president of the ANC or the deputy of the ANC. So between lapho yena akazi ukuthi like kwenzakaleni, but he can emphasize because he was told by ubani uKhet Matlala. And then futhi washo that yes, endlini kaKhet Matlala ngilalile not once, 2 times, and futhi it was nice. And then futhi wathi umchunu said to Khet ukuthi he must not go close to ucele or uzuma ukuthi kanjani akazi naye ukuthi why should umchunu asho kanjalo. But the way kungakhona guys ngathi kungathelela namanzi between ucele nomchunu. And then also uKet Matlala watshela ucele ukuthi his house was raided because of uKet, he was woke up between the night alele nonkosikazi wakhe, and then bamvusa embedeni bathi vuka baba sesifikile. So he was like bamvusa engubeni. So in short, and then uthe ucele nakam explainelela njalo uKet Matlala was realize ukuthi the only people that they can wake you up at night like that, it's task force. And then futhi uKet Matlala wathi kucele the reason maybe i-task force i-raid indlu yakhe is because of but he's alleged ukuthi kunama accusations of drugs and whatnot. So uSibiya and then wanted to implicate uKhumalo to be arrested, and then uSibiya wagcina enza i-affidavit. And then futhi we are emphasize uNunu ukuthi uSibiya nguye lo obhale i-affidavit leya ukuthi kunama Rolex nobucwebe that was stolen endlini kaKet when the house was raided by i-task force, and of which lokho yini mamanga, it's not true. So we are confirm ukuthi there was no Rolex watch that was missing, there was no jewelry that disappeared. And then futhi this brigadier, he's the one that signed a contract leya 360 million yaka Ket Matlala. On top of that, she was also part of the committee lapho ku procurement when that tender was evaluated. And then on top of that, she's a baby mama of General Sibiya. And on top of that, waresign ku-SAPS wayokusebenzela ini iMatlala empire. Yazi yabuya ne. So I don't know guys, Nina, kunye mhlambi something that I'm missing that was mentioned lap. But the way kungakhona guys, if you are answering the questions that we are asked, like Nunu did not spend even 8 hours to give his testimony, and then from there it was the cross-questioning by the MPs. So this guy, he was straight to the answer. He was not wasting anybody's time, even a senior counsel. He like beyangaphinda question yakhe the way beyabuza ngakhona uSenzo Mchunu. So Nunu, he was just straight to the answer. Maybe it's because of the experience I experienced in the previous, because Nyakumbula Guti Uzondo Commission of Inquiry, he was also cross-questioned by Uzondo. So maybe it's because of the experience, I don't know. But there's a lot of things. He also implicated uSenzo Mchunu. uSenzo Mchunu bano Brown Mokgotsi no Ket Matlala bahlangana. Brown short in short uSenzo Mchunu bekanama ambition ukuthi one day he could be the president of South Africa. Yo cabanga guys esiphethe ngutsotsi. Hey, another like one tsotsi leaving and then another tsotsi coming in. Hey, angazi guys. So another thing is that ukuthi MKP they announced ukuthi Tony Yengeni is the new second deputy president in the party. John Hlophe guys here lapha ku MKP. Where's John Hlophe? Hey, MKP na is mostly scarce. So guys, nevertheless, here's what happened today. And then Upcele, he was not wasting time. He was just straight to the point, spilling the beans like left, right, and center. So nina nibone kanjani i-testimony yakhe. So cheers.
Madoda kodwa nayizi testimony kacele lapha ku ad hoc committee. Niyamuzwa kodwa uNdosi ukuthi uthini lapha ku ad hoc committee. Hayi bafana. Yabona, I never saw this one coming. I never saw i-testimony kaBhekicele going the way it's going. Umfakile umchunu ngaphasi kwebhasi. Sibhekile so bukhoma. Fire ngaphasi kwebhasi. Well, maybe not ngaphasi kwebhasi, but he's just telling his truth. And iqiniso alikhulumayo yena ngokwakhe, it contradicts iqiniso lika Mchunu, but also it's corroborating what has been said by General Mkhwanazi. It's very, very, very interesting lento yenzekala la bafethu, because ucele uthi yena ebengazi ukuthi kunomuntu onenkinga nelo ne PKTT, bengazi ukuthi khona ofuna ukuyiqeda. Yena uthole uthole nge-31 December mase kufika incwadi, uthi nale ncwadi leyo uyithole vele ajive adakiwe, ayucela omunye umuntu ucele. So it's really crazy ukuthi every man now is for himself. Ucele la akazange ukuzoprotecta umuntu, uzele ukuzoprove ukuthi yena innocent. I think that's the difference between the two. Ucele came to prove that he's innocent. Umchunu came to discredit Ulo Mkhwanazi. That's the two different approaches. Because mina, honestly, if things were honest, I thought Ucele was going to protect the suspended minister. but for some reason he's not. Yonke into ayishoyo ivuma lento eyikhulunywa ubaba uMkhwanazi earlier on. And we are here bafethu. Ake niyobuka lapha ngeke sinisummarize lento le yinde kakhulu futhi imnandi yonke asazi ukuthi sikhuluma ngani singakhulumi ngani. Ake niyibonele. Salute.
Hayi. Inunu ke enkulu ke le yasibiza ngeenunu sonke South Africa yabhanqa ngabhandelinye ukuthi uyiphi inhlangano yazibhanqa sonke ivele kwi ad hoc committee iyona ke namhlanje ivelile inunu lapha yana futhi uyayibona ukuthi ishwashwada ke yaphambili hey leli yakhonde leli hey bafethu angilifunini hey le nunu le enkulu inunu yasibiza ngeenunu sonke South Africa sizoke sizwe ngathi siqalileke ithatha ulona kumacingwane imphosa ngaphansi kwebhasi siqalile iphosa umacingwane futhi ukhali ngamphosa kutshele mina ke lo waya ngoba yayibona futhi lenunu le konakele ufuna ukuzwa ukuthi isiphetho sobe sithini hey madoda nunusa khonde
bafowethu inunu namhlanje kunenunu lapha namhlanje kuHedok khona inunu le indoda esiqhoko phela yabo indoda yomhelane ubhekicele inunu ilapha khona inunu lapha inunu kuHedok namhlanje inunu iseParliament namhlanje nangizwa ngithini kunini inunu iseParliament nesho ake ningilaleliseni ke inunu izothini namhlanje inunu isiphatheleni namhlanje anginazo isikhathi namhlanje ngibhizi kabi namhlanje negame yami nje iqala ngo7:40 ngo11:40 ngizoze ngiqede lethanyana angizukuthola isikhathi sokulalela inunu ngizoze ngicaphune kahle ebusuku ntambama sengithola isikhathi sokuphumula kodwa nje inunu le indoda esiqhoko iGomora neSodoma yini iGomora neSodoma ilona elikhulumayo namhlanje likhuluma ngqo iGomora neSodoma ake nilaleleni ke nilizwi lilithini lisazoyichaza ke lisho nemfundo aningilalele nje ukuthi lafunda lagcina kabani ka standard bani ngoba thina sasinama standard eyethi imfundo yaphela ko standard 1 nako form 1 kanje no form 2 bani kanjalo asiwazi ama grade ake nizweni ke inunu ukuthi isiphatheleni inunu indoda yesiqhoko yomehelani iukhumulile kumhelana namhlanje kuvela amafinqi laba sekhanda ake nimzweni ukuthi usiphatheleni namhlanje yabo bantu base South Africa lesinunu ake ningilaleleni inunu leyo ukuthi izothini inunu namhlanje nunu zothini kubantu abazinunu uzothini nukuyiGomora neSodoma uzothini yini ozositshela yona Bhekicele yini because we disaster Bhekicele we disaster yini nje wakwayenza ke ya right sasithemba kufika wena emaphoyiseni kwanta sazi ukuthi ungamthembi umuntu owothemba itshe immediate you there you mess up everything wazo suspendwa usufika wasayinela ibhilidi lela 200 and something million wadla imali nonesiqhoko ukube ngaba ngikhulumi kulungile ayikulaleli eSouth Africa now 7 billion of South African people obabize ngeinunu namhlanje bakulalele bazokulalela bekuthi uzothini kodwa mina nginami umudla ukuthi ngithi ngizothini ngawe ngizokulalela ngoba nawe uzoqaba amanga lapho uzojustify nunu ndini
lokho namhlanje ke ngoku apha ku-ad hoc committee ke ngoku kuza lo uteketayo niyamazi uteketayo Bhekicele so ke ngoku yi-former minister umfo omkhulu so izityholo ke ngoku abekwa zona zezoba at the time umfo omkhulu lo uteketayo wayeyiminister kwa-approva la tender ingaka kaVusikhet Matlala niyasikhumbula sidudla setender se316 million ke wa-approva la tender kuthiwa ke ngoku it's questionable and ingathi uphele engayinikwanga ke ngoku uNomkhithi lo tender leyo because it's questionable khona into engekho semthethweni kule tender kuthiwa yayikhutshwe ngulo uteketayo ke lo tender bantase ningabhideki ba utyholwa ngantoni kuthiwa utyholwa ngaloo nto enye into ke ngoku atyholwa ngayo after kubanjwe uNomkhitsi kwathathwa mosifoni zikaNomkhitsi yonke laa nto kwathiwa phone records xa kusitsho tyhuru kudu inamba former minister kwathiwa uteketayo kwathiwa tyhuru kudu inamba yakhe xa esithi uteketayo wasenda i-account number kuNomkhitsi uNomkhitsi waphendula nge-proof of payment but i-account number le yayingeyo i-account number ka-former minister Bheki Cele i-account number le utyholwa ngaloo nto ke uformer minister so utyholwa ke ngoku uformer minister basically ngokuba ne-relationship noKat Matlala and i-relationship yabo ingathi i-very close and ke ngoku niyakhumbula hey guys nina nizibukela iividiyo zam niyakhumbula ndinibalisela ngale nto ye-drug cartels yoba kwakubhizi apha kustotywa i-drug buyelani kulaa video because andifuni mane ndiziphinda mamelani ke bantase but utyholwa ngokuba involved kakhulu kwinto yokhavarisha into ye-drug cartels so singathi yena uformer minister lo uteketayo singathi ubambe boPablo ubambe boPablo yeah understand because kaloku kuthiwa niyathola mas guys ke so ke ngoku uminister lo uteketayo utyholwa ngezo zityholo ke guys and ngulo kaloku kuthiwa ebekhe wahlala nakwaNomkhitsi kwi-penthouse kaNomkhitsi so ke ngoku sifuna zithethelele ke namhlanje ungenile eqongeni ke uteketayo ungenile eqongeni ebekhe ke phofu apha entsukwini wathi sizinunu so inoba namhlanje uzathi sizintoni because ufuneka zithethelelile kaloku zikhona izityholo uzithethelela njani uzathi zange usende i-account number uzathi zange approve i-tender why approve ngabuni so sikuloo nto ke bantase ingaske ningabhideki kuba le class ine-chapters and also thank you for following me and if you are not if you are not you are not if you are not you are not and then if you want you can like you can comment and all of that and also on Facebook guys I still cannot comment I think Facebook on nika 1 or 2 comments per day I don't know where to report that because I'm restricted and I'm restricted I cannot comment but thank you for the new followers as well on Facebook guys I think we are on a road to 50k on Facebook I think we're on 41k now follow Wishan guys because on TikTok now we should be approaching at least 200k but I nihleni izifowushile nje ezitulweni and follow Wishi but ndiyadlala guys love you lots ke sana i-comments zenu are very entertaining I laugh sometimes I don't have time to comment but niyahlekisa guys shem I don't want to lie niyahlekisa but ayondlalo lesikuyo ayondlalo the reason why I'm doing this indenzela abantu abasemisebenzini abantu abangayiviyo kahle English abantu abangena concentration span eninzi bana umuntu akwazi bana athi xa ehleli in 10 minutes abe ne picture yalento yenzekayo so that xa kufikele ixesha loba avote ayazi ba uzawuthini ngevote yakhe guys asiyenzeli lento just for vibes siyenzela lento so that sizokwazi thina as citizens South Africa senze i-decisions ezingcono because sikulento sikuyo le new vadem sikuyo is because of i-decisions esizenzayo xa siyovota pha okanye xa singavoti it's because of those decisions so with that said guys ndifuna mani nibe informed niyazi bakwenzeka ntoni ayingomgosi ayilothele ayogossip it is what is happening right now in our country and ndifuna niyithathe serious because andiqondi babakhona abantwana apha abantu abalapha kule page yam ngabantu abadala abantu abakwazi uvota so please guys ngicela niyithathe serious ne ndiyayazi ngathi ni serious kakhulu but ke ndicela niyithathe serious asidlali apha akudlalwa apha guys but yeah ke sana
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. People are reacting to Ubhekexele dropping files lapha ad hoc committee. Bantu bathi hayibo, we didn't really expect this one. Sibonile bosibiya abazama kutiluma sabona njena makufika yena Ubhekexele he was dropping files. Lekonto abantu abaningi baze basho ukuthi yabona masingambuta ukuthi uphi nathi imithetho asiyade ukuthi angasitshela Bhekexele the way energy ngakhona yokhona. Ngoba uBhekexele ngulo muntu ukuthi vele uqhamuka atitshelile ukuthi ngitobakhomba. Uqhamuke nje atitshelile ukuthi ngifuna kubafaka ngaphasi kwebridge abomqhunu. Ngifuna kufika lapha ngifike ngiqule. Uyacula. And people are saying ukuthi hey, we really didn't expect this one. We really didn't see this one coming. Please do comment what you think below down on the comment section. I'll see you in the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.